Officials are Oliver Mackey, assisted by Alex Rolfe and James Hooper. Observer is Christopher Sarginson. And Villa in the playoff positions, Newcastle outside them at the moment. They've had a difficult start to the campaign, the young Geordies, but Villa will feel that they've got enough talent out there to go out and get a result here tonight.
Yeah, very much so, especially at home here as well. Now we can start picking up some results there. We've seen them play some very good football there as well, so it'll be a good one for them tonight to try and get some goals and pick some points up. But as you said there, no easy game in this under 21 league at all, this Premier League.
Anyone you're particularly looking forward to seeing play tonight in a Villa shirt?
Yes, Hamdin as well. I don't know much about him, to be quite honest with you as well.
Omar Khedr, the number 11.
Yes, Hamdin Khedr, yes. And interestingly as well, I mean, been very impressed with Lynch on his left-hand side here as well. You know, he gets that up and down. What I like about him as well, defends really well. Very comfortable on the ball. But as I said, I'd like to see him as a team. You know, I've watched this under 21s from the start of the season. I've seen a real big improvement in the way they play as a team and develop.
Fast start. Cole Brannigan over the ball, and away we go. It's launched upfield immediately behind Max Jenner, who's caught the eye of late, both at under 18 and under 21 level. Trayvon Mully tries to get his foot on the ball. Woody Burgess back for TJ Carroll, who's actually formed a really good central offensive partnership with Mosquera in recent games.
Yes, has as well. Yeah, Mosquera's slotted really nice here as well. This has a good.
And here's Brannigan popping up on the right with a little bit of trickery. Burgess into the feet of Jenner, and now Mosquera. It's a greasy playing surface. Jimmy Shan, the edge of his technical area, watching on. Of course, it's a real feather in the cap of the academy for all these players to go out on loan. Looking forward to see how they feature. Remember, Aidan Borland's at Swindon, and several of them have caught the eye going out and playing with senior teams. Villa trying to launch an effective raid down the left, and they've won themselves a free kick. It's been a bright, purposeful, positive start from the home side.
Yeah, they have, and his surface head, this really suits Villa. It's crisp, sharp, they're quite happy to pass the ball, whip the ball in, all got excellent touches there as well. Good to see Newcastle pressing quite high as well, to be fair, but I think Villa prefer that when teams don't sit off against them. You know, these under 21s, they love that bit of pressure to get the ball, play between the press. They do it really, really well.
Luca Lynch has probably been one of Villa's most consistent performers in 2026, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's won that free kick there. Says he was seeing him more down that left-hand side again.
So it's a free kick from a wide left position for the home team, looking to carve out their first opportunity of this Premier League 2 game. In it comes, arcing in to the danger zone, but it's cleared by Matteo Rodriguez Ferreira of Newcastle. Villa just a couple of points clear of the teams chasing them. Remember, the top 16 to go to the end of season players. Villa generally much younger, given that most of the team who helped Villa win the FA Youth Cup at under 18 level, and the league of course, winning the treble last term, have graduated. Most of them under 18, under 19. So it's a tough ask for them this season, but they have had some excellent results on the road and at home, as this is pushed by Burgess. They were unfortunate, really, the under 18s to lose in a penalty shootout at West Ham at Rush Green on Tuesday night. Finished 1-1, and they went into that shootout and couldn't get through past the quarter-finals. The under 18s did beat Newcastle actually in the group phase, hit 7 goals past them. Marky Mee with a hat-trick. He's on the bench tonight with Alfie Linsky, Callum Moore, Leon Ralph, and keeper Reece Oakley has been involved with the seniors as this is launched forward. Villa looking bright and breezy with Burrows leading the way. Typical energy and enthusiasm from him. And now Mohamed Kone for Burgess slides it into the feet of Trayvon Mully. And now Brannigan. Good possession and territory from Jimmy Shan's side so far.
Yeah,
4th minute.
Sorry, Jack playing some really good football at the moment here as well. But fair play to Newcastle, really pressing the ball and really got a high line there as well. Villa mixing it up as well, playing it, that longer pass occasionally. let Burrows get on his bike, but generally really good passing, keeping the majority of possession here.
Yep, promising opening from the Villains. Burgess always wants the ball, which is a great sign, attempting to influence proceedings, spreads the play for Trayvon Mully. There's magic in these boots, little step over, tries to whip over the cross. Good block, tenacity, solidity, resilience so far from Newcastle United. Of course, the seniors with that brilliant win recently at St James's Park, first victory there in 21 years, and they will be meeting in the FA Cup fourth round at VP next Saturday. How will the juniors do in this one? The ball rubbed on the towel, and Burgess gets set to launch it in to the danger zone. Up it goes, good trajectory on that one. Header flicked on, will it break for a home shirt? No. Max Jenner tries to get there, can't do so, and then has the presence of mind to win the ball. Really good stuff that from Jenner.
Yeah, really good from Jenner there.
And Kona trying to carry the ball forward, but Newcastle trying to hit on the break, and it's with Ferreira again. He's into the penalty area. Might be a chance here, and he drives it in from a tight angle. First opportunity of the game, and it's the Newcastle number 9, Matteo Rodriguez Ferreira, in a flash. Carried that ball forward, positive, purposeful, pulled the trigger, and found a route past Owen Asamoah, who's a fine shot stopper, but he wasn't getting close to that, and that's a classic counter-attacking goal from the visitors. It's Newcastle who hit the front at Bodymoor in this Premier League 2 encounter. Very good piece of finishing from Matteo Ferreira. Villa 0, Newcastle 1.
Yeah, if you look at this here now, Kona tried to bring the ball out here as well. Got robbed here, and it's that counter-attack. But I tell you what, it's a fantastic goal for me here as well. He took that really, really well.
He did. It was actually a good pass forward as well by Scott Bailey, wasn't it, into his feet. But
and it's important to hitting that ball early because it skids off the surface. There, it was past Asamoah before he knew it. It was a great finish, in all fairness. It really was.
You're right. With the rain having fallen like this in the build-up and during the game, there's a zip to the surface, isn't there? So it's well worth having a shot.
You can see that danger there. Matteo really, really sharp in those areas. Super finish.
Scott Bailey with the assist. Matteo Rodriguez Ferreira with the finish. Rifling low and true.
Sorry, Jack, apologise. Very much against the run of play there as well, wasn't it? Yes, yeah, it really was. So Villa could just get back on it now. The goal's early. Got plenty of time to rectify this.
But we've seen character from these players. They were rocked back by Birmingham. They were looking good for a win in the derby at the home of Stratford Town last time out. Burrows with the goal from Mosquera's header down from a cross, but Birmingham with a late leveller, and they've conceded early here, but still plenty of time. They won't let their heads drop. Brannigan can't get to this one. It's the captain Thompson for Newcastle, and Sung Soo Park loses out. Good work by Villa to win it back as Amakeda. Be interesting to see how he fares, because obviously with Broggio having gone out on loan and one or two others, he might have more game time now for the rest of the season.
Yes, he will. There, so he slots in here as well. He's had a good couple of touches, to be fair to him, early doors as well.
And now it's with Miodrag Pivas. Newcastle lifted after their long journey here with that goal. Teed up well by Bailey, found the angle for the pass, good run timed, he just made sure he wasn't offside. Matteo Ferreira, you thought, is he going to pull it back for a cross, is he going to go for goal, but he'll be pleased that he did. Will Asamoah be disappointed, or was it just down to the quality of the shot?
Quality of shot, he'd be disappointed because he
he's got high standards.
Yeah, but really, it's because he took it so early.
Yeah,
and hit it so hard there, no backlift at all. Surprised Asamoah, really did. Surprised me from that angle, even looking at it again. It's a really good strike.
Yeah, they are well. Oh, it's a shot from Race. What an effort that is! That is an absolutely outrageous goal. And Newcastle have a second. That is a remarkable goal from a long way out. Free on the left, and Sung Soo Park said, "I'm going to have a go here." Well worth the attempt. Asamoah was off his line, and that was sublime. Villa rocked back. The early goal was good. That was even better. He had a lot to do. Yes, there was space for him to manoeuvre it, had time to consider his move, but he's executed that to absolute perfection. We had a good view of that, and it was always in, wasn't it? Yeah. It's an incredible effort, and Villa can't believe what's hit them here. Newcastle 2 up inside 9 minutes. That's a special goal from Sung-Soo Park.
It really was. He took it really well. As you said, he brought back the execution. It's easy to say, how you finish it from there in these conditions. Asamoah then not picking his man out there, but he had a lot to do and a fantastic finish. It really was. There we go.
Well, here come Villa now. Can they claw themselves back? Burrows goes down back to goal. He had a good view of that, the referee. He's made the right call as Oliver Mackie clearly checked there. Burrows, for a moment, I thought he was going to run through and have a shot. He decided to try and set it up, and he's won his team a free kick, and this is a good position for a shot.
Yeah, it really can really get back into this here now as well. It says 2 early goals, and by far nowhere near out of this at the moment. The 2 quality finishes they're down to, and you would say yes against the run of play. Typical counter-attacking performance. Can Villa get something out of this now? Good opportunity. But that's options there with Burrows playing on the back line, because Newcastle play a really high line. They really do. Can Villa exploit that?
Yeah, I think Luca Lynch fancies this, doesn't he? With his probably would favour a left footer, but it's still possible with Kedra on his right. It is Luca Lynch. Too much on it. If he'd been 5 yards further out, that might have given a problem to Aidan Harris in the Newcastle goal. But that would have given Villa a good fillip, good tonic if they could have reduced the arrears there, but wasn't able to force Harris into a save.
Yeah, no, could get up and over. It's a good marker for him now, where he is. As he said, a little bit further out, then I think he'd have to prefer if it was another 5 yards out, I think.
Well, Harvey Barnes, Anthony Elanga, Gordon, they all would have been proud of that goal, wouldn't they? And, from Villa's side, Rogers, Buendia, Watkins, they all would have thought, that's a seriously good effort, isn't it, from Sung-Soo Park?
Really good finish there. It really was.
And Villa need to try and respond. 11 gone. Premier League 2 action live on a Friday night from Bodymore. But the thing is, we like to stress, don't we? You are going to get up and down results at this level, especially when you consider it's such a young Villa team. Here come Newcastle now with Anthony Junior Munda galloping down the left-hand side, runs into a cul-de-sac. But it's a challenge. You're going to get highs and lows here, but they'll set themselves. Jimmy Shan's got a role to play here, hasn't he? He knows these players well, and he'll try and get them through the rest of the encounter.
Yeah, well, he'll know a bit about his players there now, a bit of character, what can do in adversity here as well. Are they still going to demand the ball, still going to work really hard, It'll be interesting to see them now as well in this situation.
It will be. They've had to deal with lots of different types of scenarios already this season in the UEFA Youth League as well. They disposed of Skenderbeg of Albania, then they played a couple of absolutely tremendous games against AZ Alkmaar. Could have gone either way, but the Dutch side won through. They're doing well in the Youth Cup, the under-18s, looking forward to the home game in the 5th round against Wrexham. That's going to be at Keys Park, Hednesford. We'll bring you that one on Villa TV. But we're concentrating on Premier League 2. Next up will be Stoke away at Clayton Wood in a couple of weeks. Then a trip to Blackburn, Lancashire FA. So the game's coming thick and fast at all levels for Villa. Best coverage, of course, on Villa TV. Trip to Bournemouth for the seniors tomorrow. Then a home game against Brighton in the Premier League. FA Cup, chance to try and get into the last 16 against Newcastle. All to look forward to. And Europa League knockout phase, last 16 tie to come. And vital points to play for. Good best coverage of the women's team in WSL, also under Natalia Arroyo. Here, Jimmy Shan's side are 2 down. If you joined us late, we kicked off at 7. An early goal for Newcastle. Scott Bailey playing in Matteo Ferreira, who raced upfield and dispatched a shot with aplomb and accuracy. And then a couple of minutes after that, an astonishing effort from Sung-Soo Park, the number 11. He gathered the ball on the left. Asamoah was slightly off his line, and he just clipped it in. Might be another one here. Asamoah comes out, and I think that'll be a penalty. It is. Asamoah just mistimed the challenge. You knew what was going to happen as soon as he collected the ball there. He's been very dangerous, Sung Soo Park, in the early stages here. He flew in, and it's a penalty kick.
Yeah, just when he went down there as well. There, always going to be a penalty once it goes through. Switched off, though, Villa did at the back there, really did.
So it will be a penalty.
Yeah, Burgess not aware of his man behind him there as well. Good ball in. We'll be in big trouble now if this one goes in.
Could it be number 3 for Newcastle? Asamoah committing the foul. He has saved penalties this season here at Bodymore in a 3-3 draw against Sunderland. Can he do it again? Here we go, looking to make it 3-0. It's the number 9, hunting his second of the game, and he just rolls it from 12 yards. Calm as you like. Matteo Ferreira with his second, added to Sung Soo Park's long ranger. They are in a commanding position already. It's been clinical, ruthless from Newcastle so far. They soaked up a little bit of pressure in the first few minutes, but then they've hit Villa with a triple whammy. It's a very well taken penalty.
Yeah, it is there as well. As you said, you know, Villa started off playing so really well there, but as the game has progressed, you know, they've took their chances so well.
Yeah,
2 great goals originally, and then a nice, lovely through ball as well for the penalty. Villa are very much up against it now. They really are.
Well, it's been relentless. And, well, didn't see this coming, but, well, as we mentioned, Tony, Villa did score 5 in the last home match against Ipswich. That was a seesaw roller coaster of a clash with the Tractor Boys. But it's asking a lot now, but they've just got to galvanise, they've got to refocus, dust themselves down and go again.
It is, Jack, but it's the stories now. Is can Villa get the next goal? Simple as that now. You know, have that confidence. They've started well, you know, in terms of possession after the first 5 minutes or so. And now, you know, have that confidence to go again. Can Villa, if Villa get that next goal again, that, you know, you just don't know in this game, especially in this level of football here as well. But they do have a mountain to climb. That's for sure as well. But they cannot concede another one as well here now.
I mean, it was Ben Nevis at 2-0. Now it's Everest, isn't it? You know,
yeah.
3-0 down.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to see how they're going to go about this now, and also, it's you're going to learn a lot about these players as a collective.
Yeah, very much so. And it's not a case of going gun-ho with anything else now. It says that the goals have been scored so early in this game here as well. And in all fairness, Villa, when they do get the ball, they're moving it quite well. I think you can see, you know, a bit of hesitancy now, a bit of lack of confidence, which is normal. But prior to that, even at 2-0, Villa were shifting the ball really, really well. They're at it again here again.
And as we emphasise, this can happen in youth football. Here's the cross, that's better, header down isn't the best, but it's knocked away, and hoping to launch another dangerous counter-attack. He's on a hat-trick, is Matteo Ferreira, but he won't get to that one, eating up the turf. That was quality commanding defensive work by TJ Carroll. Mosquera for Mohamed Kone. They have had some positive results of late, but it's great to have the players go out on loan. It's all part of their development, but that is going to have a knock-on effect then in the league campaign.
Yeah, it is. But also as well, I was just saying to the players there as well, I know it says easy said than done, but they have to play with... Here we go. Yeah. They have to play with some realms of confidence here as well. And you know what happens usually when you get there, you want to make sure that pass, I call them safety sand passes, you know, you've got to really, really still play. Look for that pass still. Look for those things that you normally do in the game. Still build that confidence and having a go, and don't go within yourself. That's the most important thing.
Tony,
really.
I've got to say, I can't think of too many times in your career when you were 3-0 down after 15 minutes of a game. But what is the challenge psychologically?
It's easy. It's that having that confidence here. Now, you don't want to make another mistake. You know, when they'll be lacking a bit of confidence, that's for sure here now as well now. But again, it's having that belief. And what the manager now will be looking at is to say, you know, what characters are they going to get on the ball? You know, the centre halves. Is the goalkeeper Asamoah going to still pass that ball out and try and spray the ball out and pick up that confidence? Are the midfielders going to collect the ball? Are the strikers looking for all that kind of thing? Is anybody hiding? He wants to see how they would be if they were 0-0, basically.
It'd be, and also from Newcastle's point of view, they've got that big buffer now it might just affect them. And if Villa can just hold it at 3, maybe nick a goal before half-time, it'll change the whole balance of power and the complexion of the contest.
Yeah, it is. It says Newcastle will be on the absolute high at this moment now, and as I said, full of confidence.
There's Fitzgerald up against Lynch. Good tussle between those two. The Newcastle number 7 shielding the ball with confidence, but he loses out there. He stuck to his task well, did Lynch. And treble success already for the visiting Toon Army. Raced out of the blocks here. 3 goals in the first quarter of an hour. The first and third to Matteo Ferreira, initially played in by Bailey, and he did the rest with a minimum of fuss, a maximum of ability. And then, after Sung Soo Park had scored a worldie and won a penalty, it was Ferreira who converted from the spot. Villa have had a free kick from Luca Lynch, pinged over the bar. Aside from that, they haven't had too much in that final third.
As I said there, the smart finishes. Newcastle scoring with their chances. As I said, Villa haven't been much in terms of chances, but start the game well possession. Newcastle playing very much on the counter-attack here as well, and have done extremely well with it. It's a fantastic away performance. Let's not put that to bed. We talked about how Villa played, but Newcastle have started absolutely superbly.
Yeah, as this is clipped high towards Trayvon Mully. He's definitely someone capable of turning the tide. Burrows pursuing that one, and he's determined to lead a Villa fight back here. Can they get a foothold in the contest from somewhere as we approach the midway point of the first half that's gone Newcastle's way decisively to date? Good to see the home game with Newcastle in the FA Cup's going to have a 90s theme.
Yeah,
it's all about, it's your decade, that, isn't it, Tony?
Yeah, it
started with a second place finish under GT, then England internationals, another runner-up under Big Ron, and a League Cup. Not bad.
Yes, and see, I've been honoured and humbled to have such a fantastic career. The club. Yeah. I've always supported the lad as well, being local lad as well. Here we go.
And here's Bradley Burrows, who'd love to score a goal in front of you. And he just about got to it, did Aidan Harris in his bright yellow outfit. Oh, they've lost it. Oh, and
good covering. Yeah,
just covering, defending. Burrows was lurking, loitering with intent. And that they were hassling, they were harrying, they were working off the ball hard there.
Yeah.
And just having a little spell here of pressure, Villa. And just having a little chat with some of the subs was Jimmy Shan. But just having a look at the... we'll bring you the highlights at half-time if you missed any of the action. Haven't been too many from Villa's point of view. They conceded 3. Now it's with Woody Burgess. He's got a big role to play in the Youth Cup. Great wins at Doncaster before Christmas. At Fleetwood last month to set up that game against Wrexham. Villa looking to mount a successful defence of the FA Youth Cup at under-18 level. Many of these players we're watching tonight will be involved in that. And here's Sung Soo Park, who, along with Ferreira, has been the difference so far. TJ Carroll for Mosquera, who will have been very pleased to get an assist in the Birmingham derby last time out for Burrows' goal. TJ Carroll, little flip by Burrows, didn't quite come off, and it's forward by Kieran Thompson, the captain, releasing Fitzgerald. Lynch goes over. Robbie Stockdale very happy with what he's seen, the Newcastle coach.
Yeah, offensively Newcastle really strong. There, Fitzgerald, live wire over that right-hand side as well.
Yeah, they only had 9 points, half of Villa's tally coming into this, but we saw how difficult a game lowly Derby gave them. Birmingham in the last match as well. And you do get freak scorelines, particularly in under-21 football. Remember, it is a Villa under-19 team effectively that plays in these matches, gaining valuable experience. 3-0 down to a Ferreira double and a scintillating goal from Sung Soo Park of Newcastle United. TJ Carroll for Mohamed Kone. Luca Lynch getting forward at every possibility. Lynch holding the ball, strong on it, wouldn't be allowing his feathers to be ruffled. Just inside Newcastle territory, back into the Villa half. 24 on the clock at Bodymore, live on Villa TV. TJ Carroll with Trayvon Mully to his right, controls it well, slides it down the flank. Nice touch from Brannigan. Just been starting to grow in a bit of confidence, haven't they, the last few minutes, Villa?
Yeah, it's settled down a little bit here as well. We're saying that Newcastle defended really, really well. Villa plays, when you get into that final third, you know, they're blocking all Villa's efforts in terms of trying to get crosses in, passes in. Oh, good ball.
Oh, ball forward now for Trayvon Mully, but the keeper did really well, like a rabbit out that traps there. He sprinted towards the edge of his area. Good work by Harris, because I thought Mully was going to be in. Yeah, better from Villa.
It is, yeah. This one needs to exploit, yeah, because the Newcastle line's so high.
Sung Soo Park is away. Sliding in was Burgess. Park comes away with it. Is he going to try a shot here? Good mercurial work. Quick feet, but fine defending by Villa to stop him in his tracks this time. Now it's Dylan Charlton. But Newcastle enjoying some possession of the football in Villa territory. Pivas for his captain Thompson. Logan Watts wide right for Fitzgerald. Good build-up play, but Villa snuff out the danger. Lynch striding upfield with power, with pace. Falls to the turf, no foul. Munda. And now, maybe Villa can do something here with Brannigan on the ball. Trayvon Mully takes up the play. Brannigan again. Young Northern Irishman who illuminated Villa Park in the FA Youth Cup final with a wonder goal.
He's onside.
Oh, they're in again here. He's on a hat-trick. Can he get his treble? Matteo Ferreira up against Asamoah, who did really well. He made himself large. Wasn't the best of touches from the Newcastle number 9, looking to complete his hat-trick. Couldn't do so. That's a fine bit of goalkeeping from Owen Asamoah.
Yeah, he stood well there. Yes, it was not the best touch there, but he stood up well, Asamoah. Get that block in. Just really sort that line out there as well. Definitely onside.
Here's Trayvon Mully now. Excellent pace from him, taking on the full-back and gets the cross-come shot in. And it zooms over, took a deflection. That was direct. That's what we enjoy about Trayvon Mully's game. He's capable of taking on the full-back, isn't he? Did so well to win his team a corner. Might have been better for Villa.
Yeah, the ball did really well there as well. Got a little deflection, which we want to see, and he knows wide areas, taking the players on. It's the first time they've actually got behind the back of them there as well, really, to get that cross in. Deflected, go away for a corner.
They'll definitely take some encouragement from that from Mully. Luca Lynch on dead ball duty with the responsibility from the set piece. It's going to be a right wing, left boot delivery. He was clipping some good balls into the box in the last game against Birmingham City. What can he produce here against Newcastle? Villa need a goal. Lynch swings it to that back post. Header down. And it's fired away. Anywhere will do is the mentality of the Newcastle rear guard as Villa win it back. And here's Max Jenner, quite capable of spraying the passes. Plays a short, careful one this time for Brannigan, who's popped up on the left. And now Luca Lynch. Good concerted pressure from Villa. They'll take something from this as Kone finds TJ Carroll. And Trayvon Mully gathers the ball, full of enthusiasm, endeavour and industry. He's got a spark about him as well. Big part of the Youth Cup success.
Yeah, could get out of him there. I'd like to see him win 1v1 in those wide areas.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that, him trying to take his man on there.
Forward by Munda, dropping deep to assist. Here's Bradley Burrows, who's through here. Burrows, the captain, smashes it wide. Villa's best chance of the contest so far. They've been much improved in recent moments. They're starting to put the Newcastle rearguard on the back foot. You would have backed Burrows to bury that one. He's been in terrific scoring form of late. He was full of energy and endeavour there. Just wasn't quite able to find the corner. He'll be disappointed as he wasn't able to guide it inside the post.
Yes, he would be there, boys. Did all the hard work, got the ball down well, shifted it, and ongoing goal straight away there. Unlike Burrows there, as he hooked that one wide. Big chance for Villa, it really was, to get back into this game.
And with the loan moves for the likes of Broggio, Burrows very much going to be the talisman, you feel, of this Villa attack at this level in the next few months. Of course, he's been in good scoring form in the Youth Cup so far as well, with his braces. Villa in fine scoring form at Doncaster and at Fleetwood in that competition, as this is played into touch, but they've been the better team, haven't they, in the last 5-10 minutes, Villa?
Yes, they've been sort themselves out in terms of the way they was. In saying that, though, they've got to concentrate on that back there.
Are you a bit concerned about how easily Matteo Ferreira is getting into that pocket of space
wide,
inside
really
right
is,
channel?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that's just lack of concentration and not talking a bit there as well.
Oh,
sort that out.
Sorry, Tony. Great stuff there by Kone to win the ball back for Villa. Lynch has made the run, and he just has his pocket pit there, Burrows.
Yeah, and they do that quite well, Newcastle. Get back in numbers.
Yeah.
They make it so difficult for Villa. Defend really, really well.
Yeah, Ferreira has given Mosquera and TJ Carroll a real headache with his incisive runs. Here now is Brannigan for Villa, squares it surely! Oh, the flag's up! Burrows put it in, but the flag was raised and it doesn't count. And Burrows smashes the ball into the net again in sheer frustration there. It's been the nearly story so far, with Brannigan starting to impress, picking a few holes in the Newcastle defence. He was just off there, Burrows, as he swept it into the corner this time, but the flag was raised and it doesn't count. Villa can't get a foothold back in the contest, but they are playing some penetrative football now.
Oh, I don't see that one again.
I'm not sure whether it was.
I know, I agree. But for me, you know, that's really promising. Last 2, 3, 5 minutes now, Villa been on top. 2 great chances, creating chances now. Then you had Mullins that deflected, that just went wide as well. So three big chances they've had in the last 5 minutes. Villa can just get a goal, you know, get them right back in this game. They really are settled down now, Villa. Good to see.
Yeah, a case of what might have been there. Here's Kone for Brannigan. Slick and quick from the villains. Trayvon Mully with some sorcery. Mully, was he shoved there? He was honest. He could easily have gone down. He decided to stay on his feet. Brannigan, Burgess, Jenner, and now Yemar Mosquera for Lynch. They're working the ball around the pitch neatly, precisely, with energy. And now it's Lynch who gets to the byline and wins a corner. All Villa at the moment.
Yeah, such a great response here by Villa. Really are. Can they just get nick that goal? I'm telling you what now, if they do get one, it is a different story here as well. Newcastle feeling the pressure, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, they've been digging deep. Obviously they were rocked back by those 3 early Newcastle goals, but they are right in this one as the keeper came unconvincingly, and there might have been a bit of argy-bargy, maybe a foul inside the box, and the whistle is blown, but weren't able to get the set-piece goal on that occasion. From open play, though, they are looking full of ideas, and they've actually executed some really nice moves.
Yes, they have. You know, this is much better from Villa here. As you know, since the third goal has gone in as well, settled down a bit in terms of now playing some good football. Now those good footballs turned into good opportunities as well.
Yep, it's a sizable advantage as the rain starts to fall harder. Plenty of precipitation and exasperation for Villa, with the 2 goals for Ferreira and the 1 stunning effort from Sung Soo Park. They haven't been able to muster a response. They've had a goal disallowed. Burrows, played in by Brannigan, was deemed to be offside, but Trayvon Mully almost scored himself. Burrows had a golden chance sculpted nicely that he just snatched at and pulled wide. So I'm not sure 3-0 is a fair reflection, but sometimes football isn't a fair game, Tony. As you know, you've got to.
That's absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree there. In all fairness, though, Newcastle have took their chances really well, so
Yeah,
deserve what they have. But as you said, Villa are very much playing some very good football, and if you can nick a goal, they'll be very much in this game for sure. They really would. They can just get one before half time.
Yeah, I mean, it's an appropriate phrase, isn't it, in this weather? They've soaked up the pressure, Newcastle, haven't they? And they've hit them on the break with some really impressive finishes. And that's actually been the difference so far, is it? Newcastle's finishing.
Yeah, absolutely. They really have. They took the goals really well, said there as well.
Mascara for his central defensive colleague TJ Carroll,
Good pass.
who spins it forward, and he might be in behind here. Trayvon Mully, Brannigan gathers, looking to manoeuvre it, and just guides a simple pass for TJ Carroll, encouraged forward, but can't find Burrows or Omar Kedda, and carrying it away is Fitzgerald. Got the cushion of a 3-goal lead, the team in green. Come from the northeast, looking to have a memorable Friday night in the West Midlands, and that's what they're having at the moment, is the number 11, who's adorned this fixture with a sensational solo goal, and he spreads the play well, raking ball left to right for Fitzgerald. Brings it in from that side. Fitzgerald, good block by the backtracking Kedda, but it is a corner for Newcastle. 10 to go, the first 45.
Yes, defensively Newcastle are really strong, quick, direct, some really good football, good passing, good movement as well. So there's still a threat that side for sure.
Yep, make sure you stay tuned at half time. You'll see the highlights, and then Unai Emery, the Villa boss, addressing the media ahead of the trip to the south coast to face Bournemouth. I remember the first Premier League game there, Villa won 1-0. Rudy Justad with a header. Seems like a lifetime ago, but had some good trips there. Hopefully a good one tomorrow. Here's the right wing corner. Header up into the air. Villa should clear their lines as the ball was won to no avail by the visiting outfit. Well, it's been an action-packed, incident-filled game so far, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. You know, those 3 goals before it had in his first half as well. Definitely rocked Villa, stunned us all here as well. It has been, but ever since then it has been majority Villa. Villa have had 2-3 good chances to get back into this game. Can they capitalise, get a goal? With all the chances they get now, can they get at least one before half time? I can't stress that enough.
Yep, away by Mosquera, and now Burgess for Trayvon Mully. Just wouldn't quite sit for him. That allowed Dylan Charlton to nip in. Modrag Pivas and Captain Thompson. Here's the chip. He was trying his luck in that corridor. Inside left was the busy Matteo Rodriguez Ferreira. He's had a very satisfactory night so far.
Yes, his movement's tremendous as well, because Villa are playing a high line as well. That's why he's gotten a couple of times as well as Newcastle playing at high line as well. Can Villa exploit that as Newcastle have against us?
Yeah, I mean, you feared for these junior villains at 3-0, but they've rolled their sleeves up and they'd love to get a goal here. Maybe they can through Kone with the burst. Trayvon Mully takes it up. Mully bends it in, lovely cross, could have gone anywhere, but it's flicked away. Luca Lynch goes over to gather the ball. Behind him is Kedda. Lynch gets the cross in, took a deflection, will be a corner. That was a sumptuous ball in, wasn't it?
Yeah,
from the right wing.
Fantastic ball into the box there, love that. Taking on the outside, whipping it into that danger area. Just couldn't get the end of it there as well.
We keep knocking at the door. Will this Newcastle defence buckle? Chance for Lynch to launch one in towards the Geordie's goal, and the flag's up. So did it curl out of play?
No.
It's a little bit irritating for Villa, but they've had their moments, and they'll certainly feel their efforts have merited at least 1 or 2 goals. Hasn't quite happened for them though. It's been that sort of night so far. But there have been positive to take in terms of how they've reacted. They've not thrown the towel in. They've not moped, they've not whinged, they've been positive since going 3 down, but it's a tough ask, isn't it, to get anything here?
Yeah, it is now. There's a mountain to climb here as well. I feel like I could just nick a goal.
Yeah.
Just change. I keep saying it changes things.
And here's ball forward by Charlton. And Munda feeds Sung Soo Park. You've got to watch him on the left. He's trying to get past Burgess, and he was impeded by Burgess, who I think is going to get himself a yellow card here for that challenge. Park would have run in to the penalty area. It will be a booking. And they'll send the cavalry forward. They're chasing a 4th goal.
Yeah, Sung Soo Park, he's a threat, isn't he? Down his left-hand side. Bag of tricks. Really is.
It's going to be tough for him to break into that Newcastle first team with the forwards they've got. But the same could be the case for these young Villa players.
Yeah, and with Burgess now, it's even more dangerous because he'll be running at Burgess all the time on a booking. He's got to be careful. We know that now.
It's a 2-player wall for Villa of skipper Bradley Burrows and Trayvon Mully, both who've come close to scoring at the other end, but now they've got to do a rearguard job. And they've sent the likes of Pivas and Thompson up for this one of Newcastle. A 4th goal, you'd think, would surely mean there's no coming back for Villa. Good defending. That's a great block. Is that Jenner who got the touch on the volley? It was indeed, as this one is swung back in from open play by Mason Miley, whipping the ball, and that's collected by Asamoah. Good defending that.
Yes, it was, because that was a threat that ball he whipped in. Good defending.
Last 5 minutes of the first half. Can they just get a little glimmer, a little glimpse, a smidgen of hope to take into the rest of the game? If they can get the next goal, it's all to play for. Here's Trayvon Mully now. He's got Brannigan in the middle. Burrows is there as well. Mully hits it low, and they have got a goal back. And they thoroughly deserve that, Aston Villa. Cole Brannigan, right place, right time. Trayvon Mully has been very threatening throughout this half. They got a foothold back in the contest, and don't rule anything out when it comes to the Aston Villa under-21s. They beat Ipswich 5-4 in the last home game. They have some hope. They got themselves a goal. It's the number 10 who scored in the Youth Cup final victory over Manchester City at Villa Park last season at Bodymoor Heath. It was the simplest of tasks, really. It was a lovely low ball into him by Trayvon Mully. It's Villa 1, Newcastle 3.
Yeah, good work there by Kadiri, isn't it? He played the ball out to Mully, and as Mully's been doing this last 15 minutes or so, running at that fullback, pulled a fantastic ball into the box there, and Brannigan from deep in that number 10 position slotted the ball really, really well. Game on!
Yeah, Cole with the goal, and he couldn't miss, really. Second time they've had the ball in the net. The one for Burrows was disallowed for offside, and he was actually played in by Brannigan, but I know we back Villa, we look at it through claret and blue tinted spectacles on Villa TV, but the reality is they thoroughly merited that goal. That they deserved it for the honesty of their play.
Yeah, without Jack, as I said there as well, they really deserve that. Can they go on now? They're very much top of the game now.
Well, can they get another one? They've got the momentum. Brannigan for Trayvon Mully, hits it in low again. They're having to do a lot of defending here at Newcastle, and they conceded a corner. Villa right back in this one.
Yeah, they really are. Back on a high now, Villa as well. Sniff, they've got a chance to get back in this game. They really have. Playing some really good football, really good movement, good passing. Newcastle playing at high line and Villa exploiting it really, really well.
Well, this could be another classic. We've seen some belting encounters, some rip-roaring, thrilling humdingers over the years at under-21 level. Villa hoping to get another one back. Another right-wing corner from the left boot of Luca Lynch. Header by Mosquera up from the back. Just behind him, Trayvon Mully steers one. Brannigan. Well worked this by Villa. Burrows. Immaculate footwork. Jenner goes over to assist him. Mohamed Kone, all the Villa outfield players well inside the Newcastle half. Header away by Pivas. Newcastle hoping to launch a counter. They've been breathtaking at times with breakaways. Here they come again with Fitzgerald. Good tackle. Needed to be. Bailey for Newcastle.
Love that. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Well, it's becoming a gripping, pulsating affair. Have to applaud Villa's character, bounce back ability, rock back by 3 early goals. A good finish from a tight angle by Ferreira, then an incredible, unbelievable almost, goal from the left from a long way out by Sung Soo Park before he won a penalty converted by Ferreira. But Villa, with good chances, had a goal disallowed as well before Cole Brannigan converted Trayvon Mully's cross. And we'll bring you the tail of the tape at half-time, which isn't too far away, into the dying stages of a fascinating first half of football. It was going against Villa, but they've given themselves some belief, and it'll lift the changing room. It was almost a half of two halves, isn't it? You know, the first one belonging resoundingly to Newcastle, but Villa coming back into it.
Yes, they are as well. But Newcastle still can't stress massive advantage they've got here as well.
Yeah.
But Villa in the ascendancy.
Might be in again. Brannigan wants another one.
Who's
Plays it
played
unselfishly. Bradley Burrows! They've got another one back. It's Captain Fantastic. Wonderful character, resilience and spirit from the under-21s tonight. 5 goals in the first half, and this is turning in to an absolute classic. They were 3-0 down in the early stages, remember. First it was Brannigan, and then he gets an assist for Bradley Burrows, who slams it in. He had a goal disallowed for offside earlier. This time, there's no ruling that one out, and they almost don't want half-time to come now because they've got the balance of power in the game. Villa 2, Newcastle 3.
Yeah, superb finish there by Brannigan, but by Burrows, but Brannigan did all the work there, unselfishly. But Villa really playing those balls from the back into those channels from winning runners, whether it's Mully, Brannigan or Burrows, really effectively here as well. Taking advantage of that. Was a fantastic finish on his weaker foot as well. Really was. Super play.
He reminds me of a little Lee Hendry, Cole Brannigan.
Yeah.
You know, he's always looking to make something happen.
Yeah.
You can't keep him out the game, and that creativity is such a great quality to have.
Yeah, but it's that awareness as well, because he broke through as well.
Yeah.
You know, not many people there would just look down, try and get that shot off, but the awareness he had.
Yeah.
You know, to play that ball into a free Burrows, who still had a lot to do on his weaker side, if you call that weaker, because a fantastic finish on his left foot across the goalkeeper.
I can't remember feeling so positive about a 2-3 scoreline, but you know what I mean. I mean, they were out of it at one point, but you can't bet against these youngsters. They are made of the right stuff. They're good footballers, but also good young men. They have that ability to turn things round in adversity when things are going against them. They're able to dig into those reserves, and you can't really argue with this scoreline now, can you? They back themselves. They flourished in recent moments. They'd love to get a leveller before the break, but after 15 minutes, you would have taken this scoreline, wouldn't you, at half-time?
Absolutely.
Oh, but here come Newcastle, a little bit sloppy. Is there time for one final chance at the end of a gripping, absorbing, compelling first half of youth football? Villa were 3-0 down in the first 15 minutes, but goals from Brannigan and Burrows have got them back into the game. There is the half-time whistle. I think we all need a break after that. Newcastle raced out of the blocks. 2 for Ferreira, 1 spectacularly so from Park, but Villa with Brannigan and Burrows making it 2-3 at the break and all to play for.
Suddenly 3-0 up now, 3-2 under a bit of pressure now. Villa very much, can they keep playing? They don't have to chase the game. You know what I mean, in terms of that now, they can just play the same football, create their openings, and I'm sure they can really get back into this game.
Okay, well, I mean, that neither boss has made a change at the start of the half, and I think you have to applaud both teams, don't you? I mean, you're going to get mistakes in youth football particularly. They're still learning their trade, but some of the attacking quality we've seen
from both sides. Yes, it really has.
Wonderful to watch.
It really has, yes. There's been some real attack on both sides here.
And here's Brannigan again. waving his wand, trying to sculpt something. He's been at the heart of Villa's revival. Scored one and made one for Burrows, trying to play in Ferreira when Newcastle, who got 2 early goals in the first half. So Villa in their traditional colours, the claret shirts with the sky blue C's, the white shorts and the sky blue socks. They've got goalkeeper Owen Asamoah in front of him. The defenders, Woody Burgess on the right, Luca Lynch on the left, TJ Carroll and Yemo Mosquera in the centre. In midfield, Mohamed Kone and Max Jenner in the middle, with Trayvon Mully, Cole Brannigan, Omar Khedr and Bradley Burrows, the captain, completing the lineup. Subs might have a big role to play in this one, but the starters aren't doing too badly, are they? They continue where they've left off here, Villa. They've got their tails up. They know they've hauled themselves back into this, and they'll be desperate not to concede a fourth, because if they get the next goal in the game, you'd back them to go on and win it. The Villa subs: Reece Oakley, the keeper. Outfield players: Leon Ralph, defender; Callum Morland, Alfie Linsky, and striker Marky Mead. Here comes Jenner, just outside the Newcastle penalty area. The junior Toon Army in their green strip, carrying the ball here. They might be in, with Kyle Fitzgerald taking on Mosquera. Good battle between those two. Fitzgerald, will he get the shot away? Gets towards the byline. Mosquera did so well. He really had an aura and a presence about him there, and he just wasn't giving Fitzgerald any change at all. We got a Villa player down injured.
Yeah, it looks like Kone, I think, is down the corner there. But great, Mosquera did superb defending there. He was really, really good there. Just bided his time, shadowed him out there. Really, really good play. But just prior to that, there just really got really careful on the counter attack. The break so quickly to Newcastle. But I think Villa are really effective, because what they do as well, which they did very much quite a bit in the first half, because Newcastle's line is so high, it's that pass in the channels. But it's not just a pass that make it; it's those runs. They make the runs really superbly well. Mully runs well. Brannigan, in terms of making those angled runs as well, superb play as well. So Villa can just do that. They mix it up really, really well. I'm sure they can get in against this Newcastle team.
When you have such a dominant spell at the end of a half, as they did, you have to take into account the wider context, the fact that they were already 3-0 down. But when you are buzzing around, you're dominating the play, you're the better team, how hard is it then, after the break, to recapture that? Okay, how do you go about that 15 minutes in the changing room, maybe just a little bit less than that?
It's down. The focus is start quickly. Out in terms of goals. We saw that first 5 minutes or so when they're shifting the ball around. You had the skiddy conditions, they're wrapping the ball in, good touching, good movement. Doing that again, getting back into that flow again as well. But the beauty is not going in 3-0, going in 3-2. Different mindsets. Lot of confidence here now. They're listening to the manager. They've got belief they can get something out of this game. Not only draw this game, but you put a possibility to win this game if they go out with the right thing, do the right things that they did, especially the latter part of that first half as well. And that will be reiterated by Jimmy Chan as well. So if they can get that bit right there as well and start quickly, it's got a great chance.
Because it wasn't only the 2 goals, which were nicely created and finished. It was also the disallowed effort, the cross-come shot from Mully. Burrows hit one wide. They had a few set pieces as well. So Newcastle are well aware of that. It looks like Kone is going to be okay. Lengthy treatment there. Shout out to all the team behind the team, of course. Jimmy Shan, the head coach, Carl Hooper, Peter Gilbert, Michael Pearce, goalkeeping coach, and Lily Chapman, academy nutritionist. Here come Villa now, attacking down the right. Luca Lynch is in. Will he go for goal? He'll square it. And Burrows trying to follow it in. Great, rapid, slick counter-attack. Here come Newcastle at the other end. It's been that sort of game. You attack, we attack. It's been like a basketball match at times. Here's a bit of trickery. Is there a foul there? There is, says the referee. Well, surprised at that. Kyle Fitzgerald jinking on the ball. Went down fairly easily. Was there contact? Villa protesting their innocence, but referee Oliver Mackey has pointed to the spot, and he is going to get a chance to complete his hat-trick here is Matteo Ferreira, the number 9. Fitzgerald went down in the box.
Villa at first sort of flowing football. We just look at this one here. I'm not sure.
It was Kedder with the challenge.
Yeah. Let's see that one again, to be quite honest with you, a bit more clearer. But Villa had a great chance, great opportunity, so fantastic flowing football up there. And again, we talk about the counter-attack of Newcastle. Again, breaking well. Again.
And Villa had come close at the other end.
Yes.
But yeah, they're so sharp.
Yeah, they really are.
On the transition, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are.
Well, he stayed down as Fitzgerald. And is history going to repeat itself? Is Matteo Ferreira going to find a way past Asamoah as he did in the first 45? Last thing Villa needed, but he has threatened. He's been a menacing figure as Carl Fitzgerald. He won his team a penalty, and this is a massive moment in the game now, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what's going through Ferreira's mind?
Yeah, I think it's a harsh decision by the referee. I think it as well. You know, reviewed that as well now. But Asamoah, look, we talked about his error for the second goal.
Here we go then. It's Ferreira versus Asamoah. Matteo Ferreira, he's already scored 1 penalty in this game and 1 from open play. He's on a hat-trick. The Newcastle number 9 up against Owen Asamoah. Right-footed, he nearly got there, the Villa keeper, but he has completed his hat-trick. Matteo Rodriguez Ferreira, the penalty won by Kyle Fitzgerald, running into the box, was brought down. Referee awarded the spot kick, and he's slammed it home along the turf. He has 3. Newcastle have 4. They restore their cushion. Villa had really thrown everything at them at the end of the first half and start of the second. They were back to 2-3, but that's a big, big moment in the context of this one. He had that stuttering run-up, and he was able to slot it into the back of the net. Villa 2, Newcastle 4, a treble for Matteo Ferreira.
Asamoah so unlucky there, diving the right way and just squirmed under him. Again, not for him. He disappointed. He didn't keep that out as well, because he dived the right way, squirmed onto him. That's the thing as well. It's 4-2 now. Could Villa still get another goal here again? Get back into this again. Restart this.
Yeah, they built up such a head of steam, but they'll believe they can do it again. 3-0 down. You never would have thought they'd finish the first half at 3-2. Now it's 4-2. Luca Lynch has done exactly what you need to do after a scenario like that. Try and take the ball by the horn, scruff of the neck time, and he's won his team a free kick.
Yeah, it is, as it is there now. You know, Newcastle having a 2-goal advantage here and now as well. But again, early in this second half as well, Villa have still got time to get back into this game.
Captivating drama. I'd definitely take another 5-4 with this scoreline.
Absolutely.
But it's a tall order, but they're meeting it with a focus and determination. Left boot, Luca Lynch turns it into the box, cleared, and then Fitzgerald knocks it along the grass. The rain has stopped falling, was really hammering down at points in the opening period and before the game, but it's a super playing surface, and both teams have produced some sparkling attacking play. But it's Newcastle's Matteo Ferreira with a hat-trick, 2 of those penalties, as well as Sung-Soo Park's clever finish. Villa's goals for Brannigan and Burrows. They are bringing on Alfie Linsky, who's done well at under 18 and under 21 level. He's coming on for Kedder. I just wonder whether that might lead to a change in formation, or maybe move a few players around. What did he make of Kedder's performance?
Kedder had a quiet game today here as well, to be fair. Little flashes in the first half, a few good touches. Gave the penalty as well. Linksy, I think, is going to be like for like. I think they're going to play this here, looking at the system. Like for like it will be.
But we've been impressed with what we've seen from Linsky when he's played for the...
Absolutely, yes. Yeah. It's a good option.
And we'll run through the Newcastle team. We haven't had a chance to do that in the second half. Aidan Harris, their keeper. Outfield players Logan Watts, Dylan Charlton, Miodro Pivas, and the captain Kieran Thompson. Mason Miley, Carl Fitzgerald, who won the second half penalty, Scott Bailey, Anthony Munda, and their 2 goal scorers, Sung Soo Park, who latched on to an error from Asamoah with an excellent finish in the first half, and hat-trick hero, the number 9, Matteo Rodriguez Ferreira. His first penalty was more convincing and emphatic than his second, but they both had the same result, going past Owen Asamoah, and he also scored with a very good finish to open the scoring, didn't he? That seems like a long time ago now.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
Scored a good hat-trick there, 2 penalties.
Yeah. They've got the insurance now of Newcastle, but Villa will have 100% belief in their own ability, aptitude to get the next goal, and that would make things very interesting indeed. Pretty much guaranteed entertainment when you watch these Villa under-21s. Great to have your company on Villa TV. Good to hear from Unai Emery, the first team boss, at half-time, talking as he addressed the media in his pre-match press conference ahead of the trip to Andoni Iraola's Bournemouth tomorrow. Big game in the Premier League. Huge few months to come for the first team. Mosquera. They've had their hands full, haven't they? Mosquera and Carroll, the 2 centre-backs.
Yeah, they have as well. Said a good attacking force, Newcastle up here. Always a threat, especially on that counter-attack. Or should say more the turnover more than the counter-attack, to be fair.
So Villa have introduced Linsky for Kedda. Here they come now. They're in. Trayvon Mully. Can he get the crossover? Plays it with pace, and it's in from the substitute. It's his first touch, isn't it? Alfie Linsky. Race forward. What an impact from the bench. Just what you want from one of your subs. That goes down as an inspired substitution from Jimmy Shan, the head coach. Mully has been terrific tonight. He loves getting the ball at his feet, putting the opposition on the back foot. He sat himself, played it with pace, and what a flashing header that is from close range. Amazing Alfie brings Villa back into it. It's another thriller at Bodymore in Premier League 2. Villa 3, Newcastle 4 now. Alfie Linsky on target.
Yeah, superb play there by Villa again. Again, that one over the top there. What great ball in by Mully. And Linsky, was that his first touch? Yeah,
I think it probably was.
Fantastic header. Superb response by Villa there as well.
I mean, I thought he might have played it with too much pace, but actually that worked out
perfect,
a treat, didn't it?
Yeah, perfect. Really good. Mully top of his game.
Yeah.
Creating really, really well. But Linsky there, where he should be, attacking that ball.
And that's the ideal connection from Linsky. Has another goal to his name. And very important there that Villa got that 3rd goal as quickly as possible, because now it's up for grabs again.
Yes, it is. Again, Villa, the team, and in the ascendancy here now as well. Can I take advantage of this here? Not exceed any more goals here now. Can still get ourselves back in this game. Plenty of time. They've got plenty of time to do it.
I'd love to know what odds you would have got on 2 successive 5-4 wins in Premier League 2 at Bodymore. Well, it's still a long way to go before they can do that, but you'd expect there to be more goals in the game, the way the 2 teams are set up. And Villa, remember, have Marky Mead still waiting, and he's been prolific for the under-18s. We mentioned that he got a hat-trick at a very windy Bodymore in the Premier League Cup group phase as Villa reached the quarter-finals. That was against the Newcastle youngsters, so he'll be hoping for an opportunity, and it might just come his way, but it's another good advert for youth football here at Bodymore. Yes, hasn't been perfect from either team, but it isn't going to be, is it?
No, it's just what it is though. Again, talk about character, showing great character.
Yeah,
he's in here again.
Bradley Burrows might be in here. Heads it towards the byline. Just too heavy a touch. Right idea, slightly wrong execution, but he's so menacing when he gets into those channels of space, Bradley Burrows, but now he's in some distress. He's gone over the perimeter of the pitch, and that might be the end of his night. We hope not. We hope it's not as serious as it looks for Burrows, because he's been such a good captain, such an important player for the under-21s and the under-18s, of course, in the Youth Cup. But he is sitting down now, but he was shouting in anguish there.
Yeah, it was. Hopefully it's just a little bang there as well. Yeah, very painful, but hopefully it's nothing too serious. But then again, Great break by Burrows. Just overran it a little bit.
It was actually
there as well.
unlucky there with his header, because you could see what he was trying to do.
Yeah, just try to head it more in towards the goal there, rather than the angle. At the angle, it was going straight on. Just overrun it slightly.
Anyone who's just joined us, by the way, Villa were 3-0 down in the first quarter of an hour here. So to be 4-3 down now with still a third of the contest to go, it says a lot about this group of players.
Yeah, it really does. You talk about the character and everything else there. You know, they return, we can still get into this game, still get something out of this game, can still win this game, in fact. But it's important that they keep going defensively. That turnover, Villa got to be really careful as well, because attacking wise, Newcastle are a threat, that's for sure. And at the grand scheme of things, Jack, they don't really have to go gun-ho now in terms of trying to chase the game as well, so they're not leaving themselves too open. Just leave it to the attacking players. I think Boas is going to be okay. Just leave it to the attacking players to create havoc. And I think Villa are really doing well. This longer pass that Villa are playing against is really high Newcastle line. The pace that we've got up there as well is causing havoc for them as well. I think we've had 2 goals already come from that particular situation.
To use language of their generation, Tony, and a little bit older as well, it's giving comeback vibes, this, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, it really is.
What's that new word? Riz, short for charisma.
Riz, yes.
It's Bradley Burrows has got plenty of that, hasn't he, at this level? So you might say he's got game, but he's definitely, you definitely want him back, don't you? It's good to have Marky Mead waiting on the sidelines, but you want your main man up top.
Of course, I think he'll be okay as well. Yeah, he's all right.
He's clearly got a good understanding with Brannigan, hasn't he, there as well?
It is, yeah.
And that's set Linsky up for the rest of the game as well, his header. Trayvon Mully keeps producing, doesn't he? Keeps creating scoring possibilities.
He really does. He's just threat on that wider side there for sure. It really is.
Shows the depth of the academy. So exciting for Caden to go to Reading and Jamal Dean to West Brom in the EFL, and Ben Broggio to Falkirk, and Rory Wilson to Sturm Graz in Austria. But those players who are just below them in age and maybe in their development come in here and score the goals. 3 different scorers tonight as well. Brannigan, Burrows and Linsky. Nicely worked that by Villa in a tight spot by Asamoah and TJ Carroll, who shoved to the turf, no foul. Played forward there by Bailey. Can Newcastle get a 5th? The shot comes in, great save Asamoah. That's a big moment in the game. He needed to make that stop because Newcastle were looking to restore their 2-goal cushion. Good effort, but Asamoah, he's very agile, he's very alert, he's always in the right spot in his goal mouth, and he's produced a good stop there, the England youth keeper, to foil Sung Soo Park.
Yes, that counter-attack there. Asamoah's really good save, especially in these wet conditions here. Did exactly the right thing to put it over the bar, not try to pat it down or try and catch that ball. Did everything right. Again, Newcastle showing what a threat they are.
In comes the corner. It's 4-3, and both teams could easily have had 2 or 3 more goals than the one they've been credited with. Both arms up. Left wing corner, right boot used for Newcastle. Lead by 4 goals to 3. Important contribution there. Intervening was Mosquera.
Yeah, good header by Mosquera there, it was.
Yeah. It's had a little bit of everything this game.
It's been a fantastic game, it really has.
Yeah, I mean, and had the difficult challenges presented to the villains by the way Newcastle began proceedings with not 1, not 2, but 3 quick-fire goals at the start of the game. Now they have Mason Miley on duty with this right-wing corner now, nearly 20 minutes into the second half. It's the Newcastle number 6, Miley, hoists it towards the back post. Header is one. That should be simple for Asamoah. It was. It just drifted out of play, so he's got to place the ball on the turf and take a goal kick, which he does short for Mosquera. Well, when we look back at the full-time whistle, that could be massive from Asamoah, but Fitzgerald's in again, the player who won the penalty. Oh, and it's another save over the bar. Might have deflected. Did Asamoah get a touch? Fitzgerald was fancying his chances there to make it 5-3 to Newcastle, but Villa really are working hard at the back to try and restrict Newcastle. But Fitzgerald was favourite to score there, wasn't he? But it's TJ Carroll who got the touch.
Great block. He really was. Got that touch there. They got turnover again by Villa in those areas, dangerous areas. Can't afford any more mistakes really here as well. That's been the issue at the time. All for playing out and everything else like that. But you've got to make sure, because Newcastle will capitalise again.
And it hasn't just been about the free-flowing attacking, actually. There have been vital efforts at the back, haven't there, from both sides. Lots to enthuse over and eulogise about here at Bodymore. Premier League 2 action. Under 21s of Villa and Newcastle head-to-head. It's Newcastle 4-3 up. Here's Linsky, scorer of Villa's third. Luca Lynch in a bit of space. That could spell trouble for Newcastle. Lynch loves carrying the ball. He's so threatening. Left foot. He tries to wrap his foot round the ball. He just couldn't hook it for Burrows or Brannigan. Mully was waiting as well. And it's behind, but he'll keep pushing forward, will Luca?
Yeah, he would do as well there. Just got overcrowded. Newcastle got back well against him there as well. After a quick break by Villa. Newcastle having to work hard to keep this score as it is, though. That's where he wanted to be. Can Villa take advantage of this here now? Keep pressing.
Yep, enterprising football from both teams. It's going to be Aidan Harris to smash this one clear. Good distance generated on that one from him. The header back into the mix by Mosquera. TJ Carroll, Stoops, Kone forward. Burrows seems okay, by the way, which is a big relief. And now Matteo Ferreira, who scored a hat-trick. 2 of those goals penalties. The first one, a well-drilled shot from a tight angle to open the scoring. But we've had 6 goals, 3 for each team since he got that early one. Watts slides it carefully for his skipper, Kieran Thompson. And now Harris being pressurised by Burrows. So too was Pivas. And now Miley. And they've got a bit of space here of Newcastle to get themselves up the pitch, relieve some of the pressure.
Well, the press well there, Newcastle.
Such an open game.
Yes, it is, very much so. But Newcastle did well to break the press because they did press on there as well.
Yeah, it's great to watch, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a really good game. Here we go.
Forward now, Burrows would have been in, but he just got there, did the captain, Thompson. If he hadn't, Burrows would have had a run in on goal.
Yes, I can't believe how you're playing someone like Burrows. There's so much pace, how Newcastle hold that line. Such a danger for them as well, especially talking about Burrows, who's electric up there. That's an option for him. You get that pass right, he's in on goal.
It's fairly chilly, but a great night for football now, isn't it? With the rain having stopped.
Yeah, yep, it is.
Lynch.
Good conditions.
Blocked well by Bailey. Mosquera recycles. Carroll crashes one diagonally. Trayvon Mully pursuing that one, challenging away with Dylan Charlton of Newcastle United. Villa's remaining subs: Rhys Oakley, the keeper, Leon Ralph, Callum Morland, and Marky Mead. Newcastle have got James Taylor, Isaac Moran, Rory Finneran, Darren Palmer, and Michael Asamoah Mills. Haven't utilised any of them yet. Their staff, we mentioned all the Villa team behind the team. Robbie Stockdale is their lead coach, interim, having stepped in after Adam Lawrence's departure, assisted by Jack Brazil, academy coach, Scott Pearce, sports science, and Tony Craig, head of academy goalkeeping. The referee tonight is Oliver McKay, assisted by Alex Rolfe and James Hooper. Fourth official, observer, Christopher Sarginson. What are you expecting from the last 20 minutes or so?
Yeah, I think Villa will, as the game progresses, can still stay in this game now. Keep playing the same way. I think it's only going to be the last 5 minutes or so when Villa will actually press and have a little go, take a few gambles.
Oh, that's good from Asamoah coming out to meet it out of his penalty area.
Yeah, but at the moment, Villa have to keep playing the way they're playing here as well. Still going to get opportunities, Jack.
Yeah, held back by Bailey, and there's Miley for Kieran Thompson. Which way will the pendulum swing next? Linsky, scorer of Villa's third, can't win it, and now it's with Munda playing it over to Ferreira, who's got 3 already. He wants a 4th. Low drive, good block. Ferreira gets the loose ball, in front of Woody Burgess. Burgess tries to get there. Ferreira goes down too easily. No suggestion of a foul. Possible breakaway now for Villa. If they can get it for Trayvon Mully. Crunching challenge comes in. Robust and no nonsense. And now Newcastle have it on their own halfway line. Thompson. Haven't been able to take your eyes off this one for a second. It's been that sort of contest at Bodymoor Heath. Offside against Fitzgerald. And if you've joined us late, we will bring you the goals at full time. Plenty of those. Some really well taken ones as well. They've shown a ruthlessness and cutting edge, both these sides. Mosquera for TJ Carroll as the temperature level just drops a couple of notches in this part of the West Midlands. Linsky has been a replacement who has impacted things hugely. Fitzgerald for Sung So Park, but over goes TJ Carroll, just gliding over calmly in assured, composed fashion. Good defending. Trayvon Mully, good technical player. He's pacey, he's alert, he's been one of Villa's best performers. Kone.
Yeah, this game goes on now. Some tired legs.
Yeah, understandably.
Yes, yeah, it really has been. You know, with terms of chances, end to end.
Here's Bradley Burrows. It's Villa chasing the game, and he crashes the ball against the advertising hoardings. He's got a real desire, hasn't he, Bradley? Passionate, cares deeply about Villa as he comes through the ranks. He's done well for his country as well. A bright prospects. Linsky looks to thread it through the eye of a needle, but loses the ball. 72.5 on the clock at Bodymoor in Premier League 2, live on Villa TV. Spellbinding contest. 7 goals, 3 for Villa, 4 for Newcastle. But certainly since that first 10-15 minutes, you know, they had so much to do, didn't they, when they went 3-0 down, Villa. But you have to applaud the way they've gone about their business. Here they come again with Jenner losing out. Bailey for Newcastle. They've given it away though. Good work by Woody Burgess in the right place. And now here come Villa with Jenner sliding the ball forward for Bradley Burrows. Burrows, he's got Brannigan to his right. Will he go for goal here? Burrows. Mully's there as well. Tried to flick it back for Brannigan. Got it a little bit wrong, but it's kept alive by the alert Brannigan. Was the nearly story there. Didn't quite happen for Villa.
Yeah, it's going to be the case here as well there. Just got under his feet a bit there. Burrows lost the momentum with that pass back there. But Villa breaking well, some playing good football. As I said, just some at the moment. They're just nearly at the moment here as well. Newcastle have dug deep here as well.
Yeah, I think Newcastle are going to make at least one change. They've just called over a couple of the subs. Might be a double change for them. A bit of weariness, fatigue creeping in. They are in the box seat, sitting pretty, but it's only a narrow, slender advantage. Not as sizable as once it was in this game. 4-3 they lead. It's 1-1 in the second half. Remember, Villa 3-0 down early. They scored twice late in the first period, though, to change the emphasis. Newcastle got it back to 4-2 with Matteo Ferreira completing his hat-trick from the penalty spot. But the sub, Alfie Linsky, heading home from Trayvon Mully's brilliant, powerful cross, made things interesting again. I think we probably will see Mead at some point.
Yeah,
interesting. Mason
so.
Koch has got a watching brief, so he's here watching the lads. Good to see, and a few of the others who've been a big part of this squad. But Linsky's done well since coming on, hasn't he?
Yes,
not just his goal.
Yes, he has. You can see him sniffing around there. He's playing this left-hand side as well, but getting himself in the box when he's on the opposite side of the park as well to sniff another goal.
Well, Villa might be pleased to see the back of Sung-Soo Park. It was a brilliant goal he scored in the first half. He also won the penalty before the break. He's going to be replaced. Michael Asamoah-Mills, one of the players to come on, and also Darren Joseph Palmer is entering the fray as well. They're going to make 2 alterations here. And Newcastle, they look to see this game out. There's bound to be more thrills and spills you'd expect, though, given the way things have gone so far. So, Sung-Soo Park, brilliant goal he scored.
Yeah, he's been
done well.
Yeah, he's been a threat all evening.
Yep.
He really has. Really good player, technically superb, strong as well. Likes to hold the ball, dribble with the ball as well. Good, really good player. Had a really good night.
Yeah, we'll keep the team sheet and see where he is in 3 years' time. The Villa players as well, of course. It's interesting to see how they develop their careers. So, and Fitzgerald's the other player coming off. He's the guy who won the penalty for 4-2 as it was then.
Yeah, they took out the 2 wide players who've done the most high intensity running. You know, they've worked really hard offensively and defensively as well, but mostly offensively in terms of those high speed runs. So some fresh legs in those wider areas. So even though there've been offensive changes, it's quite a defensive thing to do as well. Fresh legs, because they know they have to work back as well.
Yeah.
With Villa under charge.
So fresh legs and ideas, no doubt, from Newcastle. Villa have made the 1 switch. Great work here by Brannigan. He's got Burrows in the middle. Can he pick him out? He brought that down beautifully in his stride. Then he plays the chip towards Linsky, who's capable of getting a goal. We've already seen that with his head. It just wouldn't sit for him. Lovely work there by Brannigan on the right side.
Super play by Brannigan. Because some touch that, really.
Yeah. It's been a very enjoyable watch, this.
Yeah, we just
effervescence of youth, but also lots of quality out there, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we just seen that defensively for Palmer getting back there for Newcastle. Important clearance to talk about the defensive side of the attacking players was needed. Fresh legs getting back really quickly.
Well, he's about to come on, marky me, but can he come onto a pitch where his team are level rather than 1 behind as Luca Lynch runs in to a bit of difficulty and can seize the free kick? I mean, do you think they'll go for Broke here and throw him on for maybe a more defensive player?
Yeah, it'd be interesting as well.
Can't see Burrows going off at 4-3 down.
That'll be.
Yeah. Oh, he's coming as sub for sub.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's.
Yeah.
It's not,
yeah.
You do sometimes see a sub come on for a sub, but not often one who's scored a goal.
Purely nothing with Linsky. It's purely tactical. What he's done here now, he's got the goal here now. He needs an extra forward player as well. They've got to go two strikers with Bowles there as well. So he's took the sacrifice of doing that there. Nothing against Linsky because he played really well.
No, he played his part. It was a super cameo, and it's good management that from Jimmy Shan as well. Really he just had a little word, explained himself. Here they come. Could be a leveller here for Villa. You back Burrows to score. Bradley Burrows! Oh, it's against the bar. And I think the keeper might have got a touch. If he did, that's a great save by Aidan Harris. He pulled the trigger there, Burrows. He got brilliant power on the ball, but somehow he's pushed it onto the bar. It's still shaking from the ferocity of the drive, resulting corner now. Short for Lynch, and Brannigan hits it first time towards the back post, and wide! What an opportunity! Yema Mosquera leapt majestically, but he couldn't find the corner. Double chance for Villa. First it was Burrows rattling the crossbar, with the keeper tipping it onto the frame of the goal, and then from the resulting corner they worked it for Brannigan, who picked out Yema Mosquera, who couldn't pick out the back of the net. How are Villa not level?
So unlucky there. Really well. 2 massive chances there. Great strike by Boas. Super save by the keeper from the resulting corner there. Beautiful header. Just couldn't direct it. It was so unlucky.
Well, you were just waiting for the netting to ripple the bowls with delight, weren't you? But they've got to make sure they don't concede here. Carroll gets into a little bit of a tangle. Michael Mills was looking to get the better of him, and it's a red card. Villa down to 10. That's deemed a goal-scoring opportunity for the substitute, who was breathing down the slipstream, wasn't he, of TJ Carroll.
Just have a look at his
goes in with the challenge. Oh, there's the feint. I mean,
Jack,
he was
he's
looking
just
to
cut
go
across him,
down
yeah.
there, the number 16.
No, not even much so there. He's purely just cut across him. He
Yeah.
generally was watching the ball, no intent whatsoever with that as well. You know, we talk about referees making crucial decisions there as well. Yes, I think it's very, very harsh. He literally has no intention of trying to take him out there.
No.
He's cut across him there as well.
He knew what he was doing, the sub.
Yeah, I mean, for me, there's a couple of things that then again, I'm talking there now as well with the penalty as well. It's disappointing that as well. That was a 50-50 decision as well.
Yeah.
It's gone Newcastle's way here as well.
And it's
very
such
harsh.
a
Very harsh.
significant moment,
yeah,
isn't
it really
it?
is.
Yeah, in
very harsh. That really is.
And well, the subs made an impact for Newcastle now, and it's such a shame for TJ because we've enjoyed his partnership with Leon Ralph and now Mosquera, and he has to depart. Has he walked off?
Yes, he's gone. He's gone.
Oh, he
He's
has.
gone.
Right.
Yes,
Okay, I
he's
understand. He went off pretty rapidly. So, are they going to punish Villa further? Will insult be added to injury? It's going to be Anthony Munda, the number 10, to take this free kick from a central position. Good save, Asamoah, to keep Villa interested in this game. Low to his left. He watched the flight. It dipped a little bit, that, from Munda, and Asamoah keeps it at 4-3.
Great save, Asamoah there, keeping that ball out. Wicked strike.
Yeah, he really fizzed that one in, didn't he, Anthony Munda? But Asamoah's made some good saves, hasn't he, in this game?
He has, yes. Especially in these conditions, Jack. Very difficult, really, for goalkeepers.
I know they're down to 10, but I'd still back Villa to have 2 or 3 good chances in the remainder here.
Yeah, they'll have a go now. It's just it is now. Really would.
TJ Carroll, who scored the equalising goal in the FA Youth Cup final, that fantastic day, the win over Manchester City last season, but he's been red carded. Another save by Asamoah, this time to his right. First time hit, that was destined for the corner, but Asamoah showing his shot-stopping prowess, particularly in this second half between the posts for Aston Villa. Stunning stuff from the number 1.
Brilliant save there by Asamoah. Really is. He's kept Villa very much in this game, this second half, with those couple of saves there. He really has important saves.
But when you look at the players Villa have on the pitch, in a forward sense, Brannigan, Burrows, Mully, Mead, who if he gets a chance, I would expect him to bury it. So yes, they might be a little bit exposed at the back, but they're going to go for it in a controlled way. Here's Kone trying to get there, but made a big difference as Michael Mills, as he tries to win it. Good work by Mosquera, and now it's with Woody Burgess. Is an important player now for Villa, isn't he? Because he's got to help out Mosquera at the back with in the absence of TJ Carroll.
Yeah, they've just gone 3 at the back there.
Yeah,
they have keeping.
Burgess slides it upfield. Mead does well to play it over to the right. Was there a foul there on Trayvon Mully? They're going to bring on Leon Ralph. That isn't a huge surprise. Of course, he's played alongside TJ Carroll, ironically, so well for the treble-winning under-18s last season. Ralph, still an under-18 himself.
Probably Burgess, I think, might take him. No, they've gone.
Oh, they've withdrawn Jenner.
Yeah,
that's just to give them a little bit more solidity at the back. Jenner, action packed for him, and a good display. He continues to catch the eye, Max Jenner.
Yes, he's battled that midfield area there as well. He has.
Bet they can't wait for that Youth Cup 5th round game against Wrexham. Jenner and Ralph and 1 or 2 others, Burrows. But for now, they've got to try and find a way back into this one. They're 4-3 down. They're a player down as well, following TJ Carroll's sending off. Faintest of touches on sub Michael Mills, who was running in on goal, and the referee blew his whistle and produced the red card. Well, we're going to have at least 10 minutes of playing time, haven't we? We've got 5 minutes of the 90, but with the goals, the subs, the red card, at least 5 minutes of stoppage time you'd expect, wouldn't you?
That's minimum, in all fairness.
Well, it's a challenge for Jimmy Shan and his coaches now as well, isn't it? They've decided to bring on Ralph for Jenner after the dismissal. Villa have a throw-in. It's going to go right to the wire, this game, and you wouldn't necessarily have expected that when Villa were 3-0 down in the early stages, but they've really shown fantastic spirit here. In comes the long throw, looping towards the penalty area. Brannigan tries to get there. Got to make sure they don't get caught at the back here. Trayvon Mully in a tight spot, wins his team a throw-in. Still right in this one, the home side. But the outlet very much is Michael Asamoah Mills now for Newcastle United, the player who forced the sending off. Now it's with Burgess carrying the ball, tries to pick out the pass, and there is a foul there, and he didn't appreciate that, Woody Burgess, as he clattered into him. Maybe a little bit lucky not to get a booking. Whereas the sub of Newcastle. Asamoah, well, if Villa do get a result here, you've got to look at Asamoah's saves. Ralph, oh, he just played too much pace on the pass for Luca Lynch.
As I said, they're some tired legs now, especially Villa down to 10 men here as well. Can have that last push, last effort here.
Latest score in the Premier League, by the way, the Friday night game. Leeds 2-0 up on Forest, Tony. So that's a big scoreline there in the quest to stay in the division. Bogle and Okafor, the scorers at Allen Road in West Yorkshire. Here in the West Midlands in Premier League 2, we've seen a belter of a game here, but are Villa just going to fall short, or can they dig into their reserves? Remember, down to 10 players after TJ Carroll's recent sending off. Who's the chance going to fall to? Asamoah for Burgess. Are they going to try and lock up shot? Newcastle, not easily done against a team of Villa's aptitude. Leon Ralph spins it down the flank. Luca Lynch is being closed down by Watts. Lynch collects the ball, waits for support. Lynch has got Ralph behind him, and Ralph tries to get the challenge in on Darren Palmer, one of the Newcastle subs. Crashed away, out comes Asamoah to spin it for Leon Ralph. Awkward bouncing ball for the Villa replacement, and Kone can't get there in front of Bailey. Bailey, the Newcastle number 8, tries to find the angle. Oh, Trayvon Mully, that's absolutely outstanding.
Brilliant,
Quality defensive work by Mully, tracking back there.
Brilliant stuff, it really is.
Wins the ball for his team, and then he can't find the angle for the pass, though.
Yeah, he's done some runs there, Mully, as well.
He has, yeah.
He really has, to track that man back there as well. He's just got a man down here as well.
He'd be up there for Villa's player of the match, wouldn't he, Mully?
Yeah. Lynch down here with a bit of cramp. He's struggling with that there now. He's done some lot of high intensity running. He's struggling now as well.
They might be forced into a. They brought on Linsky, then replaced Linsky with Mead, and Routh has come on, but Lynch being attended to. Newcastle are about to introduce Rory James Finneran as well for the closing stages, as what has been an exciting, thrilling game of Premier League 2 football. Penalties, a red card, great attacking play, good saves, blocks from the defenders. It's had a lot, hasn't it?
We've had everything.
All we need is now is a last gasp. Equaliser. The Newcastle bench about 10 yards from us wouldn't agree with that, but I think we're going to get. I'm going to guess at 6 minutes added time. Do you think there might be more than that?
I'm going to go
we're usually pretty good at guessing these things nowadays. We've watched a lot of football, and you've played a lot in your time. Yeah. Fourth official is fiddling with the board.
Yeah, let's go 7.
Okay. Yeah, let's be positive. I think is that 9?
No, the subs.
Oh no, it's the subs board. I'm getting confused. Put your hopes up there. So, I think that might mean 9 minutes, because he's put up a 1 and a 9. So I'm a bit confused. I think that's 9 minutes of added time, and now he's got the board for the 14 coming on. But anyway, we'll Yeah, it is. No, Robbie Stockdale can't believe it. He's just turned round the Newcastle coach and shouted out 9. Where have you got that from? And, well, according to the fourth official, he's the number 99's coming off. I think he means the number 9, yeah. Ferreira and his goals might mean it's a win for Newcastle here. I wouldn't bet on it, but good performance from him. So Finneran for Ferreira, but how do you assess Ferreira's display? Potentially match-winning, Tony.
Yes, he has. You get a hat trick.
Yeah.
You know, in a way league, they were disappointed not to win that game as well. To be fair, if it does end up with Villa, can get back into this and get on equal terms. But he's had a really good night. Always a threat he has been as well. Took his goals really well, including the penalties.
Yeah, I remember speaking to Dion Dublin about it. A game I was at once. He scored a hat trick and ended up losing a game playing for Coventry against Sheffield Wednesday at Hillsborough. I don't think that's going to happen to Ferreira, but they're not necessarily going to win it. 9 minutes of added time. We're in the second minute of that. Villa, a player down. Kone for Burgess. Got the bodies forward here. Are Newcastle going to close this one out, or can Villa find a fourth goal? Trayvon Mully with some wonderful individualism there to keep the ball alive. Brannigan for Kone, and Burgess slides it across for Mosquera. Leon Routh, who's coming as a late sub in the 3rd minute of stoppage time at Bodymore. Villa chasing the late equaliser. Luca Lynch towards Marky Mead, who loses out and then goes in late. That was just the disappointment and annoyance he was showing at losing control of the ball, and he made the foul.
Yeah. They're just promising. Villa just need one opportunity here as well. I'm sure with this injury time, they've got one big chance to go. Can they take advantage of it?
Yeah, we had very early drama at that end of the pitch with Newcastle scoring 3, and that made it a colossal effort for Villa to haul their way back into the contest, and now it sits at 4-3 to the visitors. Bradley Burrows, one of Villa's goal scorers, the captain. Lovely trickery from Burrows. Oh, this is fantastic. Is there something at the end of it? Burrows still going. Can he go all the way here, Bradley Burrows? Tight angle. They're claiming a handball. The ball's gone out of play. I think, what's he given here, the referee? He's feeling into his pocket, is the official. Bradley Burrows getting annoyed. And is that a yellow card? It is indeed. Burrows, that was phenomenal individual play from him.
In all that situation there, Burrows, a bit naughty. I see why Burrows unhappy there. He kicked the ball in, Burrows on the floor. There, no need for that from a Newcastle player. But he had a little trip there, Burrows.
Yeah.
He had a sort of mind going down, but just what the referee would have done there.
Do you think he was caught in two minds at the end of that? Because it was such a fine
run,
bit of dribbling.
You see, when you run at that pace, you're dribbling the ball, everything's instinctive. You know, you go with your flow. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, in terms of whether it's a strike, cross or whatever. But it was a fantastic run so late on in the game.
Well, these games never fizzle out, so there's something in this last 5 minutes of stoppage time for certain. Newcastle, you wouldn't say they're hanging on. It's 11 against 10 in their favour, of course, following the red card for TJ Carroll. But Villa kept themselves in with a fighting chance. Burgess, help forward, nice work from the Villains again. Not a good pass. And through for the Newcastle keeper, Aidan Harris. Big save from him, wasn't it, from Harris when he palmed Burrows' effort onto the bar.
It's a good save. It's a rocket shot, just instinctive save it was, onto the crossbar.
And then Mosquera's header wide.
He's unlucky, he's rose really well, just couldn't direct it.
Looks like Villa might have needed one of those to go in, but there's still time. Trayvon Mully in a difficult area there. They crowded him out, and they got exactly what they wanted in that situation, did the visiting players. A free kick just to squeeze a bit of the life out of this Villa effort at the end of the game.
Yeah, for Newcastle, about game management now. It's for Villa. Can they push here, push forward, get that vital goal?
Well, they'll learn from this and they'll take some plus points, even if they do end up losing the game. But they haven't lost it yet. Away by Routh, and now Charlton. Towering leap again by Mosquera, not for the first time tonight. Leon Routh hooks it forward. Luca Lynch tries to control it, but they're just not getting the run of the ball here as precious seconds tick away. Miley for Watts. Harris, the keeper. Anywhere will do. He's quite happy just to get some territory. They've got 3 minutes to find an equaliser. They've given it absolutely everything here, leaving nothing out there. As it's knocked by Asamoah for Burgess. But they've given it away. The race is almost run. Harris being closed down by the onrushing Marky Mead. Now Mosquera needs to get there, and he just shepherds the ball back, ushered expertly by Mosquera for Asamoah. Here come Villa now. Leon Routh is barged. Clear foul there, and then he's kicked it away as Mason Miley, and he'll be getting a yellow for that. He can't complain. Kicking the ball away. Hoping to embark on a dribble down the left there, Routh. And I think Asamoah is just going to launch this one with less than 2 minutes left of stoppage time. Owen Asamoah has made important saves, especially in this second half. Villa still in with a chance of getting a point here. Down to 10 players, remember. Asamoah spins one forward. Can Villa flick it on? It'll break for Newcastle. Kone needs to win this. Tries to help it forward on the volley. Was there a handball there? Yes. Well spotted by the official patrolling the touchline. Raises his yellow and orange check flag to display a free kick, and I think it's going to be same again, is it? Kone will leave this for Asamoah. Just needs to get a little bit more distance than the last one.
And a little bit quicker as well. A little bit quicker on that ball as well here now. Nothing too precise, just getting in that area.
Yeah, it was just inside the Villa half. Yeah. This is it then. This is the game right here. Villa need to score from this free kick. Launched forward by the keeper, Asamoah from halfway. That's better. Will it break for a Villa shirt? No. Irritatingly for the home fans. Got to try and get there, Cole Brannigan under pressure, but allows Kone to intervene. Here come Villa. Last chance saloon. Trayvon Mully slides it towards Burrows. Burrows, can he get there? Always willing, always eager. Slides it back for Mully. Into the final minute of stoppage time. In comes the cross towards the back post. The header down, and the keeper makes the save. Leon Routh looking to grab a last-ditch equaliser. Nicely floated. Great counter that by Villa. Headed it down, but the keeper was there. And that might be that. In fact, we still play on. We've got
clash heads there, I think.
A couple of players down. Yeah. We're going to get past 100 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, Ralph unlucky there as well. Couldn't do much there. Hanging at the far post, headed everything right, but because he couldn't generate the power from that cross there to get it past the goalkeeper.
It's all right. We're not in a hurry. Tony doesn't go to the pub anymore. He's in the fitness studio at 6 a.m. I would have thought, knowing him. But
right, absolutely, yeah.
Now, hopefully this is nothing serious. They're going to bring on Isaac James Moran, Newcastle, and let's keep everything crossed.
Yeah, just cramped there as well. That's
what a game this has been.
It's been a really good game. You know, we're on the wrong end of it here as well, but it's a really fantastic game to watch. Yeah, virtually had everything here as well.
If Newcastle hadn't had the 3-goal head start, then Villa would have got the win, but football doesn't work like that. It's been a gargantuan effort from Villa to especially with the 10 men towards the end as well. And we're going to have maybe another minute of time. So he's come on for Miodrag Pivas as Isaac James Moran. So all the subs getting a bit of game time. is there time in the closing seconds for Villa? They have got a throw in, so they are going to be able to get the ball into the penalty area, I think, or towards it. This would be spectacular. We've passed the 100-minute mark at Bodymore. Here's the cross towards Luca Lynch. Still we play. There's still time for Villa to make it 4-4. Luca Lynch, can he dip into his box of tricks here? Gets the crossover, takes a deflection. Keeper decides to punch rather than catch. And there's still time. This is it now. The final
Last
attack,
effort,
surely.
Yeah, last effort here now. Can you get that second touch?
Asamoah thought about going forward. He didn't have time, though. He might as well. Woody Burgess gives himself a run-up. He's rubbed the ball on his shirt to give himself some extra grip, some extra purchase for the 10 players. Burgess, can they flick it on? Shot, left-footed on the turn from Lynch. Skews it high and wide. There's the final whistle. What a contest that was. Villa gave it absolutely everything. Remember, Newcastle were 3-0 up in the first quarter of an hour, but goals from Brannigan, from Burrows in the first half, and they scored in the second half through substitute Linsky to give themselves a chance, but Sung Soo Park with a brilliant effort before the break, and a hat-trick for Matteo Rodriguez Ferreira proved the difference. 2 of them penalties. It had everything. TJ Carroll was sent off in the second half as well. Villa hit the bar, forced saves from the keeper. Asamoah made stops as well. 4-3 to Newcastle. It could have been anything, and Villa just fall short.